Okay, so I know it seems like every other day there's a new hair oil popping up on social media that is promising to finally be the one that brings all of your hair back, and you try to look at the before and afters, but the hair is parted at a different spot, so it's really hard to tell whether it's going to work or not. I totally get how confusing that can seem. It gets really confusing to know whether that's actually going to work for you and your hair loss type, because the thing is that not all hair oils are created equally. Some are super nourishing to your strands, but they don't stimulate hair growth. Some can seal in moisture, but can clog your hair follicles. But there are a few that actually nourish, stimulate, and protect. So in today's video, I'm going to rank the most effective hair oils for hair growth, and I'm basing this both on Ayurveda as well as modern science, and a lot of personal experience. I spent the past several years studying the formulas, researching the data, and trying the oils on myself. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which hair oils are worth your time and money. So let's get into this video. Before we do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's get into a little bit of the science. Because once you understand how these oils actually work, you'll be able to make much better decisions for your hair. So what do hair oils really do? Oils play a crucial role in both scalp health and hair shaft strength. They penetrate into the upper layers of the scalp, where they interact with the skin barrier and sebaceous glands. The best kinds of oils nourish the follicle itself, reducing inflammation, improving blood flow, and delivering nutrients like fatty acids and antioxidants directly to the root. But there's more as well. Oils also seal the hair shaft and protect it from breakage, environmental damage, and moisture loss. So for those with brittle or thinning or easily shedding hair, this effect is huge. It literally helps you retain the length that you already have. Now, from a scientific perspective, we know that certain oils can stimulate hair regrowth by enhancing circulation, inhibiting DHT, or even promoting the growth phase of the hair growth cycle. Like peppermint oil, for example, was shown in a 2014 study to increase dermal thickness and follicle count faster than minoxidil, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Ayurveda, which is the ancient Indian system of medicine, explains it through a slightly different lens. Your hair is considered to be a byproduct of bone tissue and is deeply connected to your nervous system and your liver function. Hair loss is often seen as an imbalance in your doshas. Think inflammation, dryness, poor digestion, stress. So in Ayurveda, oils aren't just beauty products. They're medicine. They're meant to bring the body and scalp back into balance. And understanding that deeper context is what's helping us with this top list today. It's not about what smells good or is trendy, it's about what actually works. So how did I rank these oils? I used a 4-part system. First, I looked at their use and status in traditional Ayurvedic medicine. Is the oil recommended for specific types of hair loss? Secondly, I dove into the science. Are there any studies that show that this oil helps with hair growth, circulation, or follicle health? Third, I did factor in sensory experience. Does it feel thick or sticky? Does it smell nice, or is it like overwhelming? Because let's be honest, if the oil is uncomfortable to use, you won't stick with it long enough to see results. And lastly, I included my own personal experience. Okay, so you ready for the rankings? Let's get into it. Okay, coming in at number 7 is sweet almond oil. This is a gentle, light, and vitamin-rich oil, and it's been used in both Western and Ayurvedic hair care for centuries. It's packed with magnesium, protein, and vitamin E. These are all nutrients that help reduce breakage and support the structural integrity of your hair shaft. In Ayurveda, almond oil fits in with dryness and brittleness. So if your hair feels like straw or frizzy, this is a great option for you. It doesn't do much on its own to stimulate hair growth, but as a carrier oil, it's one of the best. It can help deliver essential oils like rosemary or peppermint without clogging your scalp. Okay, let's move on to number 6, which is often referred to as liquid gold, and that is argan oil. Argan oil is loaded with fatty acids like oleic and linoleic acid, plus powerful antioxidants like vitamin E. This makes argan oil unique in its ability to restore the protective lipid barrier of the hair shaft, which can be stripped away from things like heat styling, sun exposure, and chemical processing. And while it's not the most potent oil for hair growth, where it excels is at supporting length retention by helping to reduce breakage and frizz. So in other words, it helps you keep the hair that you're actually growing. Okay, let's move on to a little bit of a controversial oil, and that is castor oil. People either love this oil or hate this oil. And I get it, it can be really thick, but it does deserve a spot on this list. It's incredibly rich in ricinoleic acid, which is a compound shown to support prostaglandin production in the scalp, specifically PGE2, which is linked to hair growth. It's also antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory, which makes it ideal for addressing scalp infections or dandruff, which can both inhibit regrowth. From an Ayurvedic perspective, castor oil is used to detoxify and calm inflammation, which is ideal for anybody experiencing hair loss, acne, or irritability. Okay, so now for those of you experiencing stress-related hair loss, meet your two new best friends, Brahmi and Bringraj oil. These two Ayurvedic herbs are often infused into sesame oil. So what Brahmi does is it actually helps to calm the nervous system down and reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone that literally shrinks your follicles over time. Bringraj actually means the king of hair, which is actually really cool, but also well deserved, because animal studies have shown that Bringraj can trigger faster follicle regrowth and prolong the anagen or growth phase of the hair growth cycle. So together they both work on the root and your mind, so that your scalp and your stress are getting the support that they need. Okay, coming in strong at number 3 is peppermint oil. And this one is backed by serious science. In one of the most cited studies for hair oils, peppermint oil at just 3% concentration significantly outperformed minoxidil in increasing hair thickness, follicle depth, and overall regrowth in mice. That's because peppermint oil increases circulation to the scalp, which brings more blood, oxygen, and juicy nutrients to your hair follicles. In Ayurveda, peppermint is seen as cooling, which is perfect for hot, itchy, inflamed scalps. Okay, coming in at number 2 is the queen of all modern hair oils, and that is rosemary. Rosemary oil became a viral sensation on TikTok, and for once the hype is actually real. Multiple studies have confirmed that rosemary essential oil performs just as well as 2% minoxidil over 6 months use of time, and that's consistent use. It works by increasing blood flow and blocking DHT, which are the hormones responsible for androgenic hair loss. It's also considered a brain tonic in Ayurveda, supporting memory, mental clarity, and vitality, which reflects its deep connection to the life force energy. And finally, coming in at number 1, can you guys guess? I want to know if you have any guesses. Put them in the comments below, like pause this video and put them in the comments below. Okay, now that you're back, it is amla oil, which is also known as gooseberry. And this is going to be no surprise if you know your Ayurveda, because amla oil is a rejuvenator. It's one of the few tridoshic herbs, which means that it works for all 3 different doshas. It's rich in vitamin C, polyphenols, and tannins, which are antioxidants that fight free radical damage at the follicular level. It also helps to reduce inflammation, prevent premature graying, and improve scalp elasticity. Studies suggest that amla oil may stimulate hair growth by prolonging the anagen or growth phase of the hair growth cycle, and supporting collagen production in the scalp and skin, which is why it's number 1. Okay, we've gone over the top 7 oils. If you want a video on which oils to avoid, let me know in the comments below and I'll make that video for you guys. But if you want to know which oils out of the ones that I just mentioned to pick for your type of hair loss, let's get into that. So if your main issue is hair breakage or split ends, you want to go with something like almond oil or argan oil. They won't stimulate hair growth, but they will help to keep the hair that you have strong and healthy. If you're dealing with an itchy or inflamed scalp, or shedding from stress, opt for something like Brahmi, amla, or peppermint. But side note, I also want you to keep in mind that certain essential oils like peppermint, for instance, or rosemary, they're very potent and they need to be diluted in a carrier oil, so you can mix and match. If you want to regrow patches or a thinning part, oils like rosemary, peppermint, and Bringraj are going to be your best bet. And finally, if you're going through postpartum, hormonal shifts, or autoimmune triggered hair loss, choose amla oil. It's nourishing, anti-inflammatory, and safe for nearly all scalp conditions. Just remember that consistency is everything. Now for the oils that I actually use, I have a formula that you can download. It's a free recipe. It's linked in my About Me section. But over the past few years, I have been experimenting with different oils and trying different combinations and trying to see what works best. You'll want to apply the oil twice a week at night, massage it into your scalp, sleep with it on, and then make sure that you wash it off in the morning. If you're not able to wash it off in the morning, you don't want to use it that night. These oils are not meant to sit on your scalp for a long time. Okay, so there you have it, 7 of the best hair oils ranked in order for you guys based on both modern and ancient science. And I hope that this gave you guys some clarity on what to use for your hair loss. So if you have any questions or requests at all, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Take care.